We're going to take you live to 43 Division. This is where Toronto Police are announcing the results of 2 initiatives to address gun crimes.
6 charges. We also seized 24 firearms and recovered 3 stolen vehicles. I invite Detective Hayes to come up and tell us a little bit more about Project Community and Project Springboard.
Thank you, sir. Hello, everyone. At the beginning of 2024, we started to see incidents of gun violence trending upwards within 43 Division. As a result, we initiated Project Community. This is a collaboration led by our Major Crime Unit, our Neighborhood Community Office, and our newly formed Bail Compliance Unit. With 18 arrests made, 109 charges laid, and 6 firearms seized, along with the 3 stolen vehicles that we recovered, we considered this project to be a great success. However, despite this success, 43 Division was still tracking to be with the highest number of firearm offenses in the city. By April 27th, we had experienced 17 firearm discharges within 43 Division, and we realized that there was still much more work to be done. Building on the success of Project Community, we initiated Project Springboard with a focus on promoting community safety, disrupting gang violence, and getting illegal firearms and drugs off the streets of Scarborough. Officers from various units across the division were assigned to Project Springboard from April to June of 2024, and we worked closely with our Integrated Guns and Gangs Task Force, including the centralized shooting response teams. The results of Project Springboard were very positive. With 30 more arrests made, we laid 297 criminal charges, and we seized another 18 firearms off the streets. In total, there are 48 persons arrested, and 11 of them were young offenders. As well, 11 of those 48 people were already bound to firearm prohibition orders stemming from prior convictions that they had on their record. I'm pleased to report that since the seizure of all these firearms, we've noticed a marked decrease in gun violence. In fact, we've only experienced 1 firearm discharge in the month of July and only 1 in the month of August. You'll find a list of charges on our news release, along with a short video with some examples of this investigative work. We've also provided a link to images and B-roll footage for you. And I'll now hand it back over to Acting Superintendent Ford.
Thank you, Detective. This criminal activity greatly impacts our community, and addressing and disrupting gun crime remains a top priority of our division and our service. We know there's still a lot of work that needs to be done, and we remain committed to ensuring community safety for the residents of 43 Division. Addressing firearms-related offenses goes beyond just focusing on guns. It requires a collective effort. We all have a role in ensuring community and public safety by working together, engaging with our communities, and taking on that shared responsibility. We can create a safer environment for everyone. We are confident these successful outcomes will continue. I'd like to thank the members here at 43 Division, those from across the service, along with the Toronto City Council members, the Toronto District School Board, Toronto Community Housing, and our community members who all contribute to these successful projects. And I'll take a few questions with the detective.
When it comes to the arrests, we've been hearing a lot of announcements over the past week, and certain police officers in other jurisdictions have talked to the number of people who were arrested who are already out on bail. Do you know by any chance of the people who were arrested in these 2 projects, were any already out on bail too?
Yes, I do have those numbers for you. Of the 48 arrests made, 16 of the arrested parties were already out on bail at the time of their arrest.
Do we know what kind of charges they were facing?
I don't have the details of their outstanding charges. Some of them would have been from outside services, and I don't have that information.
The guns that were seized, do we approximately know, and I understand you don't have that right now, but how many were smuggled into the United States?
The origin of these firearms, I don't have that information for you. I can say with confidence that of these parties that we arrested with the firearms, they were not legal firearm holders. They weren't licensed to possess them. Some of the serial numbers had been defaced and removed from the guns, so they were clearly illegal firearms.
Are firearms that are smuggled in from the U.S., is that a big problem for the police?
At the divisional level, that isn't something that I would speak to. I would probably refer you to our firearms enforcement unit. They handle more of the in-depth investigations regarding the origin of these firearms. I am aware that at times we have seized firearms that did originate in the States. Of the ones that we've seized, I don't have those specific details, though.
I would say that most firearms, how they get here is shocking, but the fact that we have got this many totaled in the past 4 months is what's really shocking. The origin of them and how they get here, there's other units that look at that holistically. Right here in the Division 11, as the detective was saying, we're just trying to get as much guns off the street as possible, and the community's been coming forward with us and working collaboratively together, so that's a good outcome.
Can you speak to how gun crimes, if they have increased? I understand since these projects were done, you mentioned that that it's decreased in the division, but looking larger throughout the city, do we know have gun crimes been going up?
Well, I can tell you, year to date, there's 307 firearms discharges. It's up 44% right now. Most of the shootings, firearm discharges, there's no injuries reported. There have been 29 shooting deaths so far in 2024 compared to 16 at this time last year.
Okay, so you just heard from Acting Superintendent Ryan Ford. He's still speaking right now. We are listening to the results of Projects Community and Project Springboard. This is a live announcement coming out of 43 Division. 48 arrests have been made. Of those 48 arrests, 16 were already out on bail. These are all efforts to reduce gun crime. We're going to have more on that coming up.